What's going on? Live from Houston, Texas. I am John Ting, your host with Green Card Guys TV, here to solve your immigration problems and hopefully prevent them from happening in the first place. Now, it is 11:30 a.m. Central Time, so I'm here to answer any questions that I can for you. So please welcome to drop the question in the comment section, and hopefully we can answer it for you and guide you from step to the right direction. And also, if you're new to the channel, you wouldn't know this, but we do actually offer at Ting Law Group, we offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion because sometimes we get a lot of calls that people already have a lawyer currently, and they're calling either for a second opinion or just practically because their current law firm has not called them back for several months. It's not like a week, but several months. And what we do here at Teen Law Group, by the way, one of our benefits is we actually talk with our clients. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds really crazy, but in fact, it's very important. Okay. We're very intentional. I talk about this pretty much every day with my team, um, about how communication is important. And we're always trying to improve. So, whether you have called us for one time or twice or have become a client, we always welcome feedback. We're always trying to improve the journey for everyone. Okay, and in terms of obtaining legal status, of course, there's a lot that can go on. There's could be some information from USAS or the Department of State that you might think it could affect your case, but we always try to update our clients to let them know that um, let's see here. So yeah, drop any comments in the comment section, and let's see. I want to talk about uh, what was the topic today? Will the midterm election deny your case? Now, generally speaking, number one, no, there's no change in the presidency. Okay, for the midterm election, and sorry, I'm just chatting with my team here. Uh, The midterm election is not for the presidency, okay? For the presidency is called the general election. So that will happen in about 2 years from now, okay? In November 2020 2023, okay? 2024. I got to get my dates right. But anyway, it's not this time around. So what I mean is, why is this important? It's still no. Why can the midterm election still affect me? It can for the future. Okay. It's not immediate like a president, right? But for the future, in the sense that right now, the House of Representatives does not, majority is Democrats, but it might not last long. Okay. And then for the Senate, it's 50-50, right? So I know that if you've been watching my channel, you're pretty sure you know what side I'm on, but I'm not. I'm gonna tell you this: I'm not gung ho on one side to the other. Okay, there needs to be some reasonableness to get things done for America, but at the same time, uh, this is why I'm sharing this with you. Even though if you're watching this, you might not have any legal status, and if you don't, of course, you cannot vote in any election, including the federal election or local. But here's the deal: you can still advocate. Okay, you can still talk to your neighbor. You can talk to your friends and colleagues about why it's important to vote because that's what you're fighting for, right? You want to get legal status, residency, and then hopefully, I would think you want to eventually become a U.S. citizen. So what I'm saying is because I mean, if you're willing to have that conversation, I know people say keep politics and those kind of topics not at the dinner table, but this is an important topic about your legal status, right? That's why you're tuning into this channel. There's so many things, when we talk about immigration reform, it's not just about for the. I think there's been estimates of the at least 8 million people who do not have status. And it's pretty crazy because it's not just for those 8 million undocumented people. Okay, there's a lot of things that need to be reformed. For example, people who have been adopted as a child and unfortunately did not make that cutoff time in the Adopted Citizenship Act of the year 2000, I believe it is. And unfortunately, a lot of those folks, adoptive children, now adults now, have been affected. They don't have U.S. citizenship. So that's just, there's just a lot of limbo. There's people aging out who have H4 as a child and now aging out. So they have to get status. And what does the government expect? Do they expect, like, now that the child has become adult, to just return to a country of nationality on their own? It's a pretty messed up system. So it's not just about the current 8 million people who are undocumented. Okay. So here's the deal: for the people who are eligible to apply for an immigration benefit, do not wait, please. Whether you hire our team or you speak to another lawyer, it doesn't matter to us. I'm here to tell you, do not wait, because when the trajectory of the midterm elections can change the trajectory of what's going to happen 2 years from now for the presidential election. There could be a lot of momentum. Historically, I'm not a historian, but historically, it the presidency changes. The parties change every 4 years, typically, not always, but it did this past 2 years, right? So, and I share this because some people, they call us and they're eligible to apply, and then they call us a year later, or they call us 6 months later and say, "John, I'm ready," or of course, CARES team, "I'm ready. Let's do this." And we're all thinking, "Well, you were eligible a long time ago. Why'd you wait?" So I get it. Things happen in life, but you need to prioritize this. I know this is important to you. You need to prioritize this so that you can apply. So for those y'all, I'm just going my reasoning here, but no, I'm not trying to say that um, the case will be denied, but I'm saying that because the presidency could change in 2 years, and if people need to file a petition, step number one takes at least 8 to 10 months. If you file that on it by itself, and then if you need to apply for a waiver, before the pandemic, that was minimum 8 months. Now it's taking a lot longer. You know, our law firm, and also our colleagues, their law firm, they file lawsuits also based on cases, waiver applications taking a long time, okay, to process for a decision. And so all that, if you add those two up, that's at least 2 years right there. All right. So by that time, the presidency could change. If there's a Republican president, they can change the policy, internal workings, okay, which is what President Trump was trying to do and did do for a lot of things, to make it more difficult for you to. He can't change your legal requirements, but a president can change the policy of the inner workings of the department within immigration. So, and also the other thing you need to know that they can change is the attorney general. Okay. The White House, the president can appoint, and of course needs to be, nominated. I mean, he can nominate an attorney general, then it needs to pass through Congress, get confirmed through Congress. But what the attorney general does, what they can do, okay, that's very important for people, especially people who have a removal proceeding. Some people call it deportation proceeding. The formal name we call it now is a removal proceeding. That's AKA, if you have a case in immigration court, whoever is the president can definitely affect your case to a lot of extent. Okay, so because they can they can nominate the attorney general, as you experienced during President Trump's tenure, 4 years. Okay, started with Jeff Sessions and then William Barr, and then of course there was acting attorney generals during that time. Probably because no one wanted no one wanted the job. Um, but anyway, uh, they can change the law through the court system, unfortunately. They can basically, how, like, if you're familiar with immigration, the tiers, you got, it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of similar to like civil trial. You have the district court level, and above that you have appellate level. So, and for related to immigration, you have the immigration court, EOIR. That is like the lower level in that sense. And above that is Board of Immigration Appeals. And then above that is the Circuit Court. And then above that is Supreme Court of US. The second level, Board of Immigration Appeals, the Attorney General can change the law at that level. And he can make it presidential, make it precedent. Okay. So it's affected a lot of people, at least in terms of people seeking asylum, um, related to domestic violence that I can recall. So it's very unfortunate. So that's why, my friends, because there's other scenarios. For example, like people, we have the prosecutorial discretion that always exists within immigration through the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, the immigration attorneys call also Office of Chief Counsel. But here's the deal: you need to, it's always exist, but there's lawsuits that have basically not allowed the president to prioritize, okay, who to go after or not go after, okay. But PD, we call it PD for short, it still exists, okay. You need to take advantage of it because especially if you have a petition or eligible to apply for petition, that's especially an immediate relative, okay. The most common one is spouse to a U.S. citizen, or let's say you're under 18, or I'm sorry, under 21. Okay, you're a child, I guess you can say, under 21, and you have a parent that's a U.S. citizen, that counts as immediate relative. Okay, or if you're the parent of a child or adult child that's 20 over 21 also, and also U.S. citizen, maybe because they're born here in the U.S., you can also apply for or qualify for immediate relative. So having that petition filed is very strong proof to show that we showed to the Office of Chief Counsel, the Department of Homeland Security, to get your case dismissed. At least request it. Okay, it doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, now if you're coming to me and you're saying you don't even have those type of three types of relationships right now, I can understand. It may not be worth it for you to request the prosecutorial discretion, but during this presidency, this is your best chance. Okay. So you might want to consider that. Okay. As you're thinking about how to get immigration benefit, residency status. And I know there's a lot of folks that have overstayed, right? That's one situation. And some people that did not enter with a visa at all. And so there are options out there. Okay. We do want to talk about our secret code. Let me share it with you because we do offer it for y'all to access, unlock those free 15 minutes so you can speak to one of our attorneys. And let me share it right here. Thanks for staying on and tuning in. You could have guessed it if you have been following our channel, Green Card Guys, and those are benefits right there for any case type. All right. And the most important one that people care about the most is timing to file. We're very intentional about that. And, we have three different membership plans, Max, Pro, and Light. And it tells you exactly what services you will receive under each plan. Okay. So you just have to pick one that makes the financial sense for you and what you need. Um, let's see here. We do have also a free guide, okay, a book that you can download from our website. This one is about mandamus, how you can speed up your case. And then there's a bunch of other ones that we have on our website. What you want to do is go to greencardguys.com and then scroll down to the bottom. We're trying to rearrange things on our website, so please bear with us. But right now, it's all the way towards the bottom. You want to definitely take advantage of that because it answers common questions. So you could save a lot of time. And if you're not ready to chat with us, I completely understand. Check that out. And then this is how you schedule an appointment whenever you are ready to do this. Easy way, of course, is to call us, but you go to greencardguys.com, click on contact us, then click on take a quiz, answer a few questions here, and then it'll take you to the next page to schedule an appointment on your own. You don't have to call in to schedule an appointment. All right. Friends, it's been a pleasure. I do have to hopefully so the takeaway here, if you're tuning in towards the end of the show, is that Do not wait. If you're eligible right now for immigration benefit, if you're eligible for more than two or more than one benefit, consider applying for both. Okay, because it depends on timing, right? Like I discussed yesterday in the live show, marriage case or U visa. Take a look at the live show yesterday. Give it a watch, and friends, until next time, we appreciate it. Stay safe and talk to you soon.